and this one is another continuation in how I train. So I believe we're on to the 5th session of the week, which is my raw bench press session. So I will just reiterate, we're not always going for PBs, it just happens when this is getting filmed, I'm near a competition. So we're lifting heavier weights for singles. Some of the time we do high reps on the raw lifts. But as for the one that I'm going to be showing you that I trained this week, we're at a new PB with 145 kilo bench press raw, all to IPF standards with a press and the rack commands, flat feet, bum always in contact with the bench, everything to the standards. So I'm very happy with that. That was a PB from 133.5, so that's an 11.5 kilo PB, I think. Yeah, 11.5. So yeah, that was a big surprise when I came in gym that day. I was hoping, maybe we'll get a 137.5 if we're lucky. Maybe a 140 if something's happening crazy. But no, just added to 140 because I felt bold, and that just came up easier than the 120s I did. So load it up and put 145 on, and I still think there were plenty left in the tank. So I was very, very happy with that, very close to that double body weight now, if we maintain that strength after a small weight cut, which I don't see why we won't. If we're at 147.5 kilo bench, while weighing in at, I think I needed to weigh in at 73.75, that'll do it. Or if I max out the class, I need to be benching 150. But is what it is. If it's a record, we could chip for 148. It is very, very borderline with a double body weight. That is for a 74. So obviously, very, very proud of that. The equipment as standard, it's my Nike Remellis Force squat shoes. We had an SBD belt on with the SBD wrist wraps. Yeah, everything just how I always do. Accessory exercise wise, did some dumbbell bench press, kept that nice and light. I did a fair few sets of that. I think I did like 5 sets of that. So just see how much I can keep going for sets of 12. Not long rest either, like 2-minute rest, sets of 12 with 30s. And I also then went and did some light machine flies, where you've got your bars there and you just bring them round. Again, not too much on that, just stick to about 60 kilos on that. So, a very, very good session as far as my benching goes. When you go up a weight class, you tend to notice a lot of strength gain straight away from what I've read and experienced. So, like with the deadlift, you don't tend to get as much, but you really still do get a lot. Because if we look at the deadlift and analyse the IPF world records in the open category, there's not that much of a jump from like the 83 class all the way up to the 120s class. There's next to nothing in it, so you don't really get much out of that. You do get a fair bit out of your bench, as I've said, like 11.5 kilos like that. And the squat you also get a lot. Again, just the way it helps, you're bending over and getting back up, helps a lot. So obviously then that's going to impact your total quite a lot. Again, the total jumps are quite high. If we analyse what I've been training at, it's a 600 total on the dot when I went straight up to 74 in my first competition. From now up to now, I reckon I'm brewing potentially a 650. So a lot of improvement has happened from that. After that first competition, from it in a 564 as a 66 to it in a 600 as a 74. We'd cracked even with any point system going, so everything else from 600 on has been an absolute bonus, showing that sometimes you are holding yourself back by, as I would do now, having 800 calories a day. Sometimes that is holding yourself back. Again, as I'd experienced plateaus with my bench, that was starting to go backwards a little bit. My deadlift were really just crawling up very slowly, and my squat were the same, which shouldn't be happening for someone that's a sub-junior, especially a young sub-junior at that. The rate of progression should be a lot more like this rather than like that. So sometimes it is the right answer to go up a weight class, whereas sometimes, really think do I actually need, to be having those few hundred more calories or not? Have I maxed out this class? And no, I hadn't maxed out the 66 class, but again, as a sub-junior, you've only got so long, rather than in the open, you've got forever. As a sub-junior, which is what I'm interested in, you've only got like 4 years in that class, where you can max out your attempts and the records. Everyone knows I am the record collector. So you've only got so long, you've only got 4 years at it. So you've got to maximise each and every single one of those years. So while ever I'm getting better on point systems, that's all I'm going to pay attention to as regards to increasing body weight. As regards to increasing my total, again, that is what it is. We've got big goals for the total. I mean, before I turn 18, the long-term goal as a raw lifter is to be totaling well into 800s. Again, body weight, I don't know, but that is the initial goal, to be totaling well into 800s. As for equipped, I want to be hanging with World Open. I want to be hanging there. World Games 2025, watch out, I want to be there. So, yeah, I want to do that classic and equipped, but, I mean, I think I'm a better equipped lifter than a raw lifter, to be honest, with the numbers I'm hitting recently, which you'll find out when you're watching these videos. But as for today, that's it. Talked plenty about my raw benching session. We've only got one more session left in the week, which I believe is my raw deadlift. I'm sure it's my raw deadlift session. I may have got that wrong, but we'll just go with raw deadlifts. So, thank you for joining me, but until next time, keep lifting that big weight. Yeah! Let's go! 95 points.